almost fittingly, we've just been joined by the charismatic, dynamic mayor of the city of Passaic, the Honorable Hector Carlos Lora. Thank you. Right on time.
Mayor, very nice.
Yeah, right
the Mets did well last night. Yes, always celebrating the Mets. Good morning, everyone. Obviously, I am enthusiastically supportive of the Passaic Valley Water Commission's initiative and approach to remove these lead lines. I echo the sentiments of Mayor Sayegh and obviously Mayor Grabowski. Thank you for hosting us in your city, sir, and always being so welcoming to all. I believe that the information that has been shared regarding our city is 74% of the lead lines in Passaic have been removed, which I believe it's about 791 lines. So I think we have over 270 more lines to go if math still serves me well in this role, and I think it does. I heard Mayor Sayegh explain the importance of removing these lead lines. Obviously, the negative impact. I think there's a consensus. We all agree that no amount of lead is acceptable, especially when it comes to our children and our families. I'm so deeply appreciative of our state legislators who have worked so hard to ensure that funding can come to our municipalities through the Passaic Valley Water Commission as well as the federal government. We have a responsibility and a duty to act on behalf of those who perhaps aren't always heard, those who are most vulnerable, often referred to as the most marginalized in our communities. Without the information, without the education, without communication, or an approach to ensure that everyone understands the adverse impact and effects, especially on development of young children, of lead in our lines, then they may go and drink the water or be involved in activities exposed to this water and not think anything of it. But we know better. So again, I'll reiterate, we have a responsibility, a duty. Is there an inconvenience? Yes, we cannot pretend there won't be an inconvenience. Sidewalks are being opened up. Streets are being blocked off. I can imagine that Mayor Sayegh, Mayor Grabowski get the same calls I get. When is this work going to be done? But when you consider that if a resident had to do this on their own, it cost them about $10,000. But this service is being provided for free. And if I may, to all the communities out there, we need your support and your collaboration. This is a collective effort to try to ensure that we responsibly address this concern. The funding is there. The willingness is there from the Passaic Valley Water Commission. Thank you, Executive Director. Another thank you to all the commissioners for acting and working so hard. Thank you, Commissioner, obviously, for your work and your colleagues. The revenue is there, the funding. The willingness is there. What we need is your cooperation. We need you to open up the doors. We need you to respond to the calls, to respond to the email correspondence. And if I may, pueblo, comunidad, estoy hablando como su alcalde Héctor Lora. Es tan importante remover estas líneas de plomo. Los efectos negativos los tenemos que mover para asegurar que el desarrollamiento de nuestros niños, de la comunidad, de esos que son más vulnerables, tienen la oportunidad de tener agua limpia. Yo me uno con el alcalde de Patterson, el gran alcalde Andre Sayegh, el alcalde de Clifton, Grabowski, los comisionados de la agencia de agua en el condado. Los fondos están ahí. La disponibilidad, el deseo para hacer el arreglo está ahí. Pero lo que necesitamos es su cooperación. Abren las puertas. Ayúdanos. En Passaic removimos más del 74% de las líneas de plomo, más de 791 líneas. Lo quedan como 277. Necesitamos terminar ese trabajo. Le doy las gracias a los oficiales en el estado, en el condado, en el gobierno federal, por proveer los fondos necesarios para hacer este trabajo. Pero si vamos a asegurar un mejor futuro para nuestros jóvenes, necesitamos trabajar juntos, necesitamos su colaboración. Ayúdanos a hacer este trabajo. Only together will we make the difference. Only cooperating with one another. So please help us so that we can move forward, lifting all our communities up together. So when it comes to Clifton, Patterson, Passaic, areas of Prospect Park, we need all of your cooperation, and we can get this job done and move on to bigger and better projects that continue to improve the quality of life for all of our residents. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. I just want to add, it's extremely important to understand that the timeline, and obviously some of the municipalities involved considering the potential of fines, it's because the funding is available. We have made more than a compelling argument as to why you should cooperate. The willingness is there. We'll work with you. And this is a public health concern. So you have an obligation as a property owner. It's also beneficial to you because if you don't meet this timeline, it's over $10,000 you're going to have to pay. It can impede the selling of your property. You don't want to find out afterwards when the timeline has run out. And you know, Commissioner Cotton said something that was so important. There is some objection, some pushback, some concern, especially for residents in communities like mine where they wonder, what if the individual comes in and says, this in the basement shouldn't have been constructed this way? Or maybe there are a lot of people living here and they're going to report it. We must assure you that is not the goal of the individuals coming in. Obviously, as mayor, I would ask that everyone do everything according to the law and appropriate ordinances. We're all in agreement. But that is not the priority of individuals knocking on your door from the Passaic Valley Water Commission. We have volunteers from within the community, to Commissioner Cotton's point, so that you can relate to individuals. We have individuals that speak different languages, but do not be concerned with whether or not there'll be some kind of consequence or some issue with some structure or some work that you're doing. This is about removing the lead lines, saving you money, ensuring the health of your families and all the families of our areas and our communities. Por favor, a las familias que tienen preocupaciones, que piensan que si alguien entra va a decir, oh, están construyendo aquí, o quizá van a identificar algo y lo van a reportar, eso no es la prioridad. Obviamente, como alcalde, deseo que todos hagan las cosas de acuerdo a la ley, pero la prioridad de estos individuos, asegurar que se puede remover las líneas de plomo. Ellos no van a reportar ningún otro asunto, ellos no le importan, lo que le importan es remover esas líneas, asegurar la salud del pueblo y ayudarte, porque si tú no lo remueves y tratas de vender tu casa, te van a parar el proceso, te va a costar a ti más de $10,000 para removerlo tú mismo, y si no lo remueves antes del 2025, te van a dar una multa. Por favor, lo deseamos ayudar. Ayúdanos a nosotros, ayudarlo a ustedes. Help us, help you. It's extremely important. Thank you.